What's up, guys? So obviously I didn't do an intro video. This is gonna be a quick little walkthrough video on a 2014 BMW 535i. So essentially what I was having issues with was my expansion tank was starting to go out on me. I knew about it for a while, but actually where the top and the tank meet right here, it was leaking, and it got worse and worse after time, and finally just ordered a new part. Came in yesterday, and I was waiting on a heater valve, but here's the new tank. That's how it's supposed to look. And I'm going ahead and replacing these upper radiator hoses that goes to the tank, and this lower one right here that goes to the expansion tank. I also just got done, see, this is the old hose that it was also failing on me. I was constantly adding coolant, I don't know, once a month, 2 months or whatever, give or take, just depending. When I was watching the needle, sometimes it'd get a little hotter than usual. And if you watch sequence moves on YouTube, you'll see whenever I took delivery of this car. When I first got this car last year, I did not have heater or any type of heat in this car. So now that I'm here doing the expansion tank, I just went ahead to go replace the heater control valve. All right, so now the steps on getting to this portion. Obviously, right here, there's a bar, your radiator fan. So what you want to do first is there should be 3 or 4 13mm bolts right here in the front that goes to this portion. Yeah, you should have 3. You got 1, 2, and 3. A 5th one underneath here. These corner ones are underneath your headlight flap. So all you gotta do is lift these up to get to it. Boom, boom, right here. Then you got 2 Torx. They're T30s that go here and here, and that helps release this front portion, which is this, and this is also bolted to this front bumper support that goes across here. And then to remove the radiator fan, you got this little locking tab here, a locking tab right here, and a locking tab right here. As soon as you free those up, that radiator fan just slides right up. Your charge pipe may get in the way. All you gotta do is just move it side to side, and then your radiator fan comes up. Now the expansion tank being right here, you'll have a 10mm bolt here, a T25 here, which is next to your, I'm guessing, the power steering, and then another 10 right here. Move this off your expansion tank, and your expansion tank is freed up. Your hoses are held by a little snap ring. All you gotta do is unlock the tab, comes right off. Here on the upper radiator, same thing. The snap ring release will be on this side. Pull it out, hose comes off. Then you have a bottom hose that goes to here, and that's all your cooling system. This is connected to the bottom of your expansion tank. Snap ring, pull out here, pull off, and your expansion tank comes out easy. This is the other hose that I'm going to replace. That goes from here to somewhere, I'm assuming all right there underneath the heater control valve. Your heater control valve is also simple to change out. So for your heater control valve on the 2014 535i, it's mounted on the driver's side up against the wheel well. It's real simple. All you have is this one connector and 3 hoses. You got this one right here. You got one on the bottom. See if you can see. I can't get the light. So this one right here, that goes typically to the very bottom of the heater control valve. And then move the light around. And then you have this hose right here that goes straight into the firewall. And this is real simple. As you can see, there's just little dummy plugs that just sit in grommets, and all you gotta do is pull up on it and change it and swap it out. And here's the old one. So in a sense, it's mounted like this. Here's your top hose, your connector, your side hose, and then your bottom, which is right underneath your top hose. And as you can see, it just clips in from here, and these little dummy plugs right here, and it just snaps in, and then you just run the electric water pump afterwards when you're done, once you put everything back together in reverse order, and pretty much run and bleed the cooling system on your own. Essentially for the BMWs is accessories on, and hold the accelerator pedal for 10 seconds if I'm correct, and then the water pump, the electric water pump, is going to kick on, and then you'll see it inside your expansion tank flowing and purging and getting all the air bubbles out. And then you let it sit for it on its own until it gets done bleeding out. In a sense, that's how the repair is done. I'll pick up the camera once I got everything back in place, and I'll show you guys the coolant being bled inside the expansion tank. Okay, so here I have the car pretty much put back together. As I was saying, you got your 13s here, a little 13 or Torx here depending on your car, the bar, the 2 T30 Torx as I mentioned, the 13 bolt right there, and here right now. All right, I was cut off by a timer that I had for the water pump. Here you can see the water pump is bleeding itself since it's an electric water pump. On the F10s, cycle the car on, foot off the brake, just the accessories on. Do the pedal 3 times, hold it for 10 seconds, and the water pump will kick on, and it'll slowly start cycling like this. First you top it off all the way to the top, and once the water pump starts bleeding, then it'll start looking like this, and for about 10 to 12 minutes it'll bleed until it's done on its own. And after that, you'll be done. Your car is set. And that's pretty much me replacing expansion tank, upper radiator hose, and heater control valve down right here on the bottom on the side. But that concludes the video. I know it wasn't really hands-on, step-by-step. If you made it to the end, you can kind of see where everything starts bolted up together, and how I explained earlier in the video, everything you need to take off. is plain and simple, but it took me, I don't know, like 2 hours to do it, since I started doing the job and then midway decided to do the video. But please like, comment, share, subscribe, and thanks for watching.